How's it going, guys? Today we are going to trade HRG. Looks like it's one of the volume winners for today, although it's only up at about 13% on about 1.5 million volume. So not too much volume, but it is the most active and most volatile with the best technicals. And so we're going to go ahead and we're going to set up some trend lines here. First one is going to be our 100 EMA tracking trend line here. What I like to do is I like to set this up slightly above the 100 EMA in order to track it. Let me change color here to make it a little more brighter. In order to track this trend line and see it cross over. And as it crosses over and continues to build up momentum from the bottom here, it's just a good indicator of strength building up from all this support. Now, the second trend line we're going to set up is resistance. And as you can see, it is still building up a new top here. I'm not sure how far it's going to go before it comes back down, but we're just going to play it safe here and go 1640. And we will move that up or down depending on the support that it gets knocked down from. All right, so as you can see, it's continuing to build support, and this trend line will continue to climb up, and it's a good reason why we track it. Now we will set up our alert. Let me just make sure there's no alerts here. I'm going to set that up. What I like to do with alerts is I like to set them up right below the 50 EMA because we want our average on or below the 50 EMA at least. So we're going to go less than right here, and the value will change. What I like about TradingView is you can just drag that alert line wherever you want. So, and it will save onto that new price. So as we zoom in here a little bit and just aim for slightly under the 50 EMA, looks like 1608, which would be pretty good. I'd go as far as to say 1610 would be a decent alert price. And with a 40-cent spread from $16, that would be a pretty decent profit. So that is, for the most part, our chart setup procedure. Get these ads out of the way. And yeah, as this thing continues to climb or drop, we will be able to react to it. We will be able to get alerted under our buy-in target. And as you can see, I placed this trend line slightly above the 100 and it's already crossed over. I like to watch it cross over even more, and then I will shift this up higher. I'll do that for you now, actually. So the next time you see it, hopefully it is still building up strength. As you can see here, it's most likely going to build some sort of support. So yeah, now we sit back and wait, and hopefully we can get under this 50, or it continues to climb over resistance. If it does this and it sort of gets knocked up and down and doesn't really drop or rise, and it wouldn't be too good of a sign, because we just really need the bulls to push over this. That just sort of means no one's willing to buy past this price, which is not good. So the best thing for it to do right now at this moment is for it to drop, and so we can buy in. If it doesn't pop over this support, or if it continues to flatline, it's not going to be that good of a play, but I believe we will see it rise more here before it gets down. But yeah, tracking this now, and I will update you guys once it is when it decides to make a move. All right, guys, welcome back. As predicted, it did take a dip after it failed to pass the resistance that we set up earlier at 16.4. As you can see, the 100 EMA is still crossing over our trend line, as that's why we are tracking it. And we're going to continue to track it and raise it up here to determine its strength. And we actually bought in at 16.19 or 16.19 just now, because it is under the 50 EMA. And although it didn't quite fall below our alert at 1610 and under, as you can see, the chances of it getting down there, if they are likely, but I bought in a little early just in case, because I knew, because the plan is for it to come back up, and we can, first sell target is right around here, 16.35. That would be ideal for us to lock in a stop loss, but as of right now, it is going to do its thing and continue to drop. The floor, the anchor number looks to be $16, and it's just right here. So if anything, we're going to wait to double down at 16 and under if it can do that for us. But for right now, it was a good little downtick, and we're going to track it down. We're going to set up an alert for it to fall under 16 for our double down target, and we're just going to watch this. It is about 45 minutes till lunchtime, which gives us a good amount of time for this trade to execute here. And we have our plan, which is essential to have in any trade. So we're just going to wait for it to pop over 16.3 or drop below 16. Either way, we are ready to buy in or sell off. And let's see where she'll look here. And most important thing is this 100 EMA, and hopefully it will continue to curl up and over this new trend line we just set up. Update you guys in just a few minutes. All right, guys, just a minor update here on HRG. We did set up our average line here at 1619 just to keep track of it. Looks like it went as low as 1614, which is not too bad of a dip here. 5 cents off. It's up at about 16.24, 16.25 now. So we're going to go ahead and just set a quick stop loss here at right above our average at 1620, just to lock it in, just in case this trade doesn't go. Oh, apologize for that phone call. Just to lock in the trade, stop loss at 1620. Now our sell target is still going to be 16.3 and higher. That's where we would like it to be. But as of now, our shares are safe. We have that tight stop loss, which will get us out a penny above our buy-in. And hopefully it crosses our sell target, 16.3. Now, the 100 EMA is still, this is why it's so important to keep tracking it, it's still climbing up, which means there's pressure building upwards, which is good news for us as we move that level up a little higher, and hopefully it'll cross that path as well. But 16.3 really is our sell target, and if it passes that, that would be a great place to sell off a couple shares and then raise our stop loss a little higher as well. But as of now, it is just doing its thing, and hopefully this trade will pan out. This is why it's very important to have a plan. So I will update you guys in just a few minutes, hopefully with our sell target reached and not getting stopped out. But we are about half an hour now from lunchtime, and I like to make these trades execute and done with before lunch. So let's just hope this happens before then, and we'll see you guys in just a bit. Alright, I apologize for the audio here. I'm not sure what happened to the original audio, but as I run through this real quick, it just shows how it passed our sell target at 16.3 and 16.35, where we've begun to sell off incrementally, as well as raise our stop loss with the the rest of our shares. And the 1-day chart I was tracking it, and I didn't think I had enough strength and volume to go to 17. So I knew I wanted to at least sell off at the top of where it used to be, which was about 16.4, 16.5. It did pass that level, and we were able to sell at 16.3s, 4s, and the rest of our shares at 16.5 before lunchtime officially ended. It was a good trade for us from our average, and it didn't come back down. I'll see you guys tomorrow for another trade, and let's get this week going.